Groundhog Day. February 2nd was one of those bright blue early spring days here in Northeast LA. The kind of bright afternoon that makes one want to sit in the yard and sip a beverage soaking in the warmth and bird noise. Collecting a delivery in my driveway, I noticed my neighbor Alma sitting in her car. Alma talks with me across the cyclone fences in the backyard Emirates. She's quietly sipping a White Claw. Not my vibe, but I don't judge. She wasn't driving. Alma never drives when she's hiding out in her car. Over the years I have known her, she escapes her spouse, son, and their tiny bungalow cottage by having a drink in the parked vehicle. It probably keeps the peace at home. I recall an early memory of her. It was May 5th, 2006. The creep of gentrification had started to be felt in Highland Park, but had yet to touch our street. We had adjusted to the various times of year celebrated with loud, often live music until dawn, fireworks, and the occasional clap of a gun going off. Around 10 p.m., Alma had parked her car directly across the street from our house. It was an older white sedan blasting a variety of Spanish-language pop music so loud it woke me up, and would keep me up until shortly before 7 a.m. when Alma finally turned the music off. She got out of the car, taking a swig from a bottle of tequila, only to bend over and puke. Putting the bottle in the back seat, Alma wiped her mouth, closed the door, and went to church in last night's party dress. I wave hi as I head for the stairs leading to my front door. She calls me over. Her voice is hoarse, barking hoarse, and she doesn't smoke. At my mention of her sounding sick, she blows it off. For some reason, I can't hear her too well. She's inside the car, and I'm outside looking in through the passenger window. I remind myself to get my ears checked. I hear, something, it's not a big deal. She wants to share some news with me, stating she is so happy and proud, prefacing her something, pointing at St. Ignatius 2 doors down. She says, "You know I go to church." I nod twice, quickly saying, yeah. She says, "I pray to God for you. What's your name again?" Inside, I laugh. I'm reminded of another conversation between us, one where she delivered a cake and a card for Valentine's Day. She prayed for me then and told me about her 8-pound tumor. I say my name is Terry, like your next-door neighbor. We look at each other with a knowingness that only close proximity provides. The other Terry has a troubled relationship with her baby daddy. Alma says something about calling me a name that sounded like Kukui's Terry. Kukui is my macaw and neighborhood ambassador. I smile in agreement. Then Alma reaches into her back seat, grabbing something that looks like a diploma, saying, "I'm so happy I got this today. I want to show you. I'm a citizen." The document is a vibrant, full-color declaration of her new status. I praise her. Wow, that's great. At the same time, I think about the current climate of bigotry and fear being stoked against the immigrant. It's an age-old story based in the myth of white supremacy. My next thought is about the virulent and wrong-headedness of nationalism. I also think of my friends without documentation living in fear, and then I remind myself of the reasons why people come here, documented or not. Alma then says, "I had to study and learn a lot." Taking a deep breath, I say, "I know, it's a lot of work and it takes a lot of time. I'm proud of you and happy for you." "Thank you, I love you," she says. Answering back, I say, "I love you too. You know I never cared about your status. I'm happy you are a citizen, but I never cared, because I love you." We blow kisses at each other. Going up the stairs, I smile, realizing how much and how long she has trusted me.